Take the best of the young men! The king wants the smartest among them!
Imagine soldiers burning your city and dragging you into slavery. Homes destroyed, families crying, the temple in flames. But from these ashes, a new dawn rises. Among the captives were 4 young men, Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. They lost their homes, but they refused to lose their faith.
Our city may fall, but our God never falls.
But Babylon was about to test their faith. Only the faithful would endure. The king ordered them to eat idol food or die. In Babylon, captives were trained to serve the king, royal food, royal wine, but it had been offered to idols.
We will not defile ourselves.
If the king sees you weak, I die.
Test us for 10 days.
10 days later, they looked stronger than everyone else. God honored their faith, but a bigger test was coming. The king demanded the impossible. King Nebuchadnezzar had a terrifying dream, but he refused to tell anyone what it was.
Tell me the dream and the meaning. No king has ever asked such a thing. Then you will all die!
And Daniel was on the execution list, a decree that tested faith and forged destiny. Daniel had one night before execution. Daniel ran to his friends. "We must pray." They knelt all night. And that night, God answered. Daniel saw the king's dream in a vision. Blessed be the name of God forever. Tomorrow, he would stand before the most powerful king on earth. One wrong answer, and Daniel dies. The throne room was silent.
Can you tell my dream? Can you tell my dream?
Daniel answered calmly, "O king, my faith in the living God gives me strength. I will not falter.
But there is a God in heaven who reveals secrets. No human can do this. Then who? A god? Or a power beyond your throne?"
The guards reached for their swords, but Daniel continued, "The God I serve is able to deliver me." And then he described the dream exactly. The king froze. Everyone bowed, except 3 men. The king built a massive golden statue. Thousands gathered. Music played. Everyone bowed, except Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Soldiers shouted,
Your Majesty, they refuse! Refuse, then they will face my wrath!
The king was furious. His voice boomed across the plain.
Bow or burn. Our God can save us, but even if he doesn't, we will never bow. Throw them in fire!
3 men went into the fire, but 4 were inside. The furnace was blazing. The soldiers threw them in. The king watched. Suddenly he stood up in shock. The king watched in awe as the flames parted.
Didn't we throw 3 men into the fire?
A 4th stood with them.
Yes, my king.
The king, confronted by the divine, whispered in fear. His voice trembled before the eternal flames.
I see 4 men walking, and the 4th looks like the Son of God.
The fire couldn't burn them. The king shouted,
Come out!
They walked out of the furnace, not burned, not hurt. Their faith was their shield. Not even the smell of smoke. The entire crowd gasped. God had protected them. Even the king bowed to their God. A moment of profound reverence. King Nebuchadnezzar stood before the crowd. The king rose, his presence commanding all.
Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. No other God can save like this.
The entire kingdom heard the story. 3 men refused to bow, and God showed up in the fire. Stand for God, and God will stand for you.